Okay, then short one. From Mabdul teaching, the Panchalas teaching there. Oh, the essence of Ramrim there. May I be able to see Guru Buddha? Please bless me to be able to see Guru Buddha and to get aversion to samsara, the realm, samsara, to get aversion. Instead of attached in the aversion. Taking responsibility, carrying responsibility, liberating all the mothers, all the mother tongues of migratory beings. Then to achieve become an uncommon Mahamudra, the glorified, the unification of the Mahamudra. Then after that, please bless the meaning. You, the Father's holy body, and my body, your Father's holy speech and my speech. You, the Father's holy mind, and my mind to be one is to be one. To be one in meaning. So to become one, asking the question, blessed to be one. Lama Sanjesu Yasawada Neko Alai Shenpaya Lobada Mandragundu Veyaguje Lam Tumo Datumo Yamayimbi Pasungju Chajaya Jimbo Dunyu Du Tombo Dunyu Du Tobara Jinjirum Pachi Jigudan Dagen Pachi Jizundan Dagen Paji du dan dagi, teme jido jinji. Sanje Chetan Soje Chanung La Chandram Bado Danu Dage Chenyen Gibe Sonangi Rola Menya Sangen Ruwajo Sanje Chetan Soje Chanung Bado Danu Dage Chenyen Gibe Sonangi Rola Menya Sangen Ruwajo. Sanje Chetan Soje Chanung Bado Danu Dage Sanjen Ruwajo. 이제 지와 전화 근데 지금 내지들 간인도 돌아 반바서 남지 이게 듣더라서 강다양 다데메나 남바 군데나 소대서 뭐이래 창조선배 소재 선생님 임대라 자자로 관계 땡증 저워준 가관매버 깨매버 채매버 땅매버 와매버 드라매버 다들 저면 되지면 저번이지 시대면 저배사되면 담바다가 차도 대외를 자외되와 제와서로 저정거에 대외를 합의니 현대 정세 연맹의 엄마다는 레버도로 대외순년지 담배 현대지면 라존로도 대외는 더지지 현대 삼라주지 같이 누르주고지 나의 지지당 냐몽바에 니가 사바체베 메트르한다 삼바체 지지는 게 상에서도 지원한다라도 냠바라 자베르 나모레가 달라진 게 주문다라면 그난다 라군제 자는 제삼바담지게 둔다게 최종도 Bodhicitta. Capture con la number which is teaching, praise to Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta subdues one's mind, one's mental continuum. And Bodhicitta, so Bodhicitta subdues mental continuum of others. Bodhicitta makes you to respect everybody. Bodhicitta makes to see all are equal. So you and others equal, not that you are higher than others, kind of down, so not that equal. You know, the equal in the one happiness, to one suffering, exactly the same. whether it's poor, whether it's rich, others, exactly equal. No. So as I mentioned, so even practice Bodhicitta, no question if one is a realization Bodhicitta, but even if one main focus is practicing Bodhicitta in the daily life, so it's like that. The character is like that. It's what's irritable like. You see, so one subdues one's mind. So a person is very humble, very respectful to others, anybody. You respect to anyone, beggar or rich, or anyone, educated, uneducated, anyone. So I told you that even to us, so this one is bent down, respect, bent down, you see. Didn't have to. So that's due to his own bodhicitta. That even to us to bend down whole body. And I told that Lama Ishi, the other monk, he passed a long time ago now, so maybe I mentioned Chan. Yeah, they heard complaints from nuns, and Lama heard, their problems, and but the next day when we actually meet, when he comes up on the road, we met both Lama Asad, who going for teaching, or see some Lama or some, I don't know. Teaching or something, sure. Going down, then the monk is coming up. So the monk got lung, so lung, face changes, lung, so lung, wind disease, so lung. So face change, So then Lama did like this. He didn't say anything. But he would put down his head like that. All like this, you see? That's very good. That is very good teaching for us, very good example for us. We might be going like this. Oh, don't look at that. Oh, that's very bad. Very bad. Oh, look at this. Might be like that. You are very holy. You are very holy. I'm very holy. The person is very bad. Like this. We might so, you see, this is how great holy beings they do it like that. You understand? Do you understand? So then you see, it makes the other being to not get angry and very happy. They're respected. So they make me very happy, you understand? Otherwise, normal people, oh, don't look. Oh, you, because I mentioned people. But they say, I'm pure, I'm holy. Oh, that's bad, But they say, oh. And then get the session, but you see, of course, the omniscient mind knows me. Totally unsubdued mind and totally very selfish and everything, see. But you see, when I leave, Rinpoche still respect. So he doesn't, it means he's getting up, but Rinpoche is, he lifted up from his bed, like that, you see. Lifted up from his bed, putting hands. He didn't have to do that. He knows me very well. He doesn't have to do that. You see. You see, very ordinary, selfish, ignorant, true lazy being. So Rinpoche didn't have to do that. When I was leaving the room, you see, so Rinpoche is like that. Yeah, that shows, so it shows that is a holy being or learned being. So that, so you see the Bodhicitta, if you have Bodhicitta, that's what you do. So subdue one's mind, subdue, that subdue one's mind. So if your mind subdues, then you respect others. If your mind is too filled up with arrogance, pride, like that, then, you look at this guy, your nose up, the person very down and up. So kind of like that. I don't know how the Western people will do, but well, that's just my own description. Arrogance. Bodhicitta subdues others' mind. So we have Bodhicitta, whatever you speak, it helps everybody. Subdues their mind. Tension, anger, all the things. So we see, speak very respectfully to everyone. Doesn't matter, back or whoever, speak respectfully. Speak respectfully to everyone. You see, show respect. Yeah, with the body's mind. So speak very respectfully, body respect, speech respect. Mind is speak very respectfully. Very important. Very important. You see, depend on how you speak, depend on your motivation, depend on how you speak, even to the words, how you speak, depend on how you look. It brings happiness or suffering. It brings happiness or unhappiness to the people that you see, even the children, even the old people, even the middle people. You see, it depends on how you look, and depends on how you see, manner your physical body, manner, speech respect. You see, makes error. Even through the words you said nicely, bring happiness to everybody that you meet in daily life, that you see in daily life. Oh, everybody. Anybody, see? So nicely. So you see, makes everybody so happy, just by the way. It doesn't cost anything, It doesn't cost $10,000 or even $1 doesn't cost. Yeah, it brings a lot of happiness to others. So I don't know where I forgot. Afterwards, it was afterwards. How did I wrote an article that's sent to Land of Indisciple to the director. Was mainly for her, but for others. It was afterwards. So how to speak in daily life respectfully to anyone. To anybody, old person, new person, anybody. Come to the center. I mean, the other people's happiness so much depends on how you act, how you think, how you act. Physically, this spiritual. So completely depend on that. English is a practitioner, Dharma. And then to Lojong, the was practitioner. That's totally depends on how you do, how you act with the body, how you act with speech. Totally depends on that. The happiness, unhappiness. Even 3 words. See, if you say negative words, it's unhappy. Get angry. So that you have to, one awareness. So this, I said Dharma center is to not, especially to have the mind, the Dharma center. Oh, so the, then by helping the mind, making the mind happy, that helps the body to be healthy. So that is actual already. So you see, then if the person if to say something physically, something, then angry, then the blood to harm the body, the blood circumambulation block, and the people die by the blood, by heart attack, all these things happen in the world. So that, you see, so angry, and they say, it is said, Chinala, she left, but she told me a long time ago, scientifically proved, people who are more impatient, as more heart attack, people who are more impatient, angry, whose personality is more angry, scientifically proved. So then, okay? So I wrote the article. It's a practice, a mindfulness in your speech, daily life. Because think, it's a practice of mindfulness, that you are responsible for something happiness everyday life. You should have that mindfulness. You are responsible for certain things happiness. You are responsible. Special director. See? Because then you have to deal with some of the problem with the center. So you have to have that mindfulness. So, you see? It's a good heart. Ultimate good heart, Bodhicitta. If you have general good heart, and the ultimate good Bodhicitta. It brings so much happiness to everybody. Can you imagine? Even the animals, birds and insects, and to anybody brings so much happiness. You understand? So, San Francis, you see, always the birds, the pigeons or birds, they stay on his body, even now at the what the place called? Assisi, yeah, the statues, the water place, the statues, then birds, they made the birds there. But it means in the actual life, when he was, the birds, they're so happy to stay in his body. See? They're due to his Bodhicitta. So they feel so much confidence, and the Buddha is there. And there's one Tibetan man in Boston, I don't know his name. He was Buddha, Nepal. And there are many birds, pigeons living in the stupa. And pigeons flew towards the door, the house where he is, flew and stayed on his body. One man, he became the head of the Tibetan dance, the cultural dance, with show the histories and the other things, Dhamsara. So then he left West. He had to live in the Boston, so I didn't meet him long time. So the so the birds, even the birds, they feel the patience. They can rely on patience, the person, the good heart. They do like that. The animals come to him. So, San Francisco, I think it says everybody respect communist. Doesn't matter who you be, who is a capitalist or something. Anybody respect him. San Francisco. So like that. So he has his own tradition of the renounced life. Like Tibet semester and the Buddhist renounced being same. So he wear the black dress, many patches. I saw in one monastery on the way coming from Spain to Italy. It's on the way. It's a little bit like Tibetan monastery, behind the mountains like this, then in front of many high trees. So behind the mountains. So there's a large monastery, and the monks cannot go outside. In the past, for how long? But long time, monks were never allowed to go outside. Not that it is like prison something, but I think this was supposed to be, I don't know, subdue the mind. I think it must be that, because otherwise why we made the rule for a long time. Then nowadays they can go 1 mile or short. They can go out short because all the Christians meet together, discuss. Because now in the world, many young people, they give up. They don't want to be Christian. So, I think basically many churches in Australia, many churches become empty. So they meet sometime, the heads. So I think they decided monks can go out on liberty. And their monks work in the field. I think a special orange comes from there, something of the world, and from there. So anyway, this monastery, there was one monk at the gate, at the door. He has white beard like this much, the white beard all the way. He and then the abbot was quite kind, and he they had magazines show us and also explain us. So there are a few monks did. So you can't bury outside, you bury inside the monastery. There's a sort of garden, no flowers, but ground. So some monks are buried there. Some they're not allowed to put outside. So buried in the monastery. So there's some died and buried there. So all that, and they do they do the biggest party when somebody dies, not the birthday or some other. They do the biggest party when somebody monk dies, because the reason why they do biggest party is that then that day the monk who's dying, who's dead, is going to the heaven, heaven of God or some, I'm not sure what, going to heaven. So that's why they do biggest party. So that monastery, that style. And kind of instead of worry, I think it was first meant it was worry, going to heaven. So yeah, biggest party. So then the Kachuri took us in the room, monks' room, very small. Then there's one room outside. There's one room, what do you call? Outside this balcony, courtyard. That each room must have courtyard. So there's things the monks to able to live in the monastery. So you see, there's something to weave, and I think they mentioned to weave or something. So like that, to kind of alive to. So then you spend your time in that, so that your life couldn't be able to live in a monastery. So kind of don't become crazy, unable to come out. So I think maybe. So, I don't know, but I don't think there's such a much meditation. I mean, the deep part to really meditate. I don't think there's much of that side. So kind of like that, yeah. So anyway, So dear Kasuri, so important. That's one mindfulness. So you see that I told you much earlier this course. Kindness of all, and how sentiment is so precious. Remember? In the first week I introduced that. You see, I should repeat, because different time, different people come. So all your past. From beginning, let's say, about all the happiness up to now and present happiness and all the future happiness up to enlightenment, all the third-time happiness come from your good karma. But you thought your good karma is the Buddha's action. Buddha's true action. One is within the Buddha's whole mind, Buddha's action. One other one is within our mind. So our good karma, Bodhi thought is Buddha's action. So all the happiness come from past, present, future. All the happiness, including even small comfort, came from the good karma, Buddha's action. That came from Buddha. Buddha came from Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva came from Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta came from great compassion. Great compassion happened because there came Buddha. Great compassion generally depend on because there is obscure suffering, sentient beings. Obscure suffering, sentient beings. So the compassion generated because of obscure suffering beings. You have to know that. You have to know that. Everybody has to know that. So without suffering obscure beings, there is no compassion. Without compassion, there is bodhicitta. Without bodhicitta, there is bodhisattva. Without bodhisattva, there is no Buddha. Without Buddha, there is no Buddha's action. Without that, there is no good karma. Without that, you wouldn't get all the happiness from beginning to reward, now, present, future, including the highest enlightenment. You wouldn't experience all this happiness, great, small, even small pleasure, no way. So therefore, happiness from beginningless, but now up to all the happiness, future life, enlightenment, everything. Even small pleasure, for example, pleasure in the dream, pleasure. When you are tired or on the floor, and then cool air passing through, then you see the feeling pleasure there. Including that, so came from sentient beings. You received from the obscure suffering sentient beings. So everyone, every helpless, every hungry ghost, every animal. So you think the animal, you think that just, I don't know, horse or the cow, or the sheep and the goats, insects. You have to include the insects. The tiniest, I don't know what it's called. Somebody says something I put name in the ocean. Tiniest. All the insects, all the ants, all the mosquitoes, all the banana slugs, and then all the, every single thing, all of that. So you are past, the present, future, total everything, comfort, everything, the collection, good things that came from sentient, received from sentient being. So that they are the most kind, most precious, most dear, your wish fulfilling. Everyone is. So this is what we meditate. We should meditate. So able to see so most precious, most kind, most dear. Your most dear. Not only because your husband, your wife, or not only your mother, father, but every sentient being. So that, so this is what you have to, most important thing every day, to practice mindfulness, as I mentioned before. So then is it this way? Then kindness. Is it, yeah, that's so most precious, most precious. Even Buddha, Dharma, Sangha come, as I mentioned already. So the question Dharma, Sangha come from Buddha, but it comes from sentiment. Whom you pray for, any problems you rely on Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Or up to the from this life problem, then to never from there, and then pray from Lord Nibbana, do not fall down, Lord Nibbana, treating. So if that Buddha Dhamma Sangha came from sentiment, so precious, most kind, most dear for you, most dear, your wish. So on the basis of this, then you think I'm responsible. Happiness of all sudden bang, everyday life. That's the mindfulness, everyday life. Everyday life. Then you know how to live the life on the basis of that mindfulness. Then there's no way to harm other people. If somebody got angry to you, no way to harm back. Is it like Gejong Choshi? So somebody is angry to not angry back. Somebody beat you to not beat back. Gejong Choshi. Dekare, niwe dekare. So somebody provoke you, you don't provoke back. Yeah, so there's a Gejong Choshi. They say what practice is what living the vow. Virtue training, living in the precepts. So that naturally happens. There's no way to harm back, only to benefit. So that you see a very calm respect. Even somebody is angry, scolding you, beating you, you very humbly. You see, you take it and then humbly, you see, so that good heart. No question, but it's even good heart. So that's important for the directors, for the leader of the people. You must have that. If you are a leader of people, lead in the path to happiness. Happiness to future lives, happiness this life, happiness future life, happiness to nirvana, happiness to pillars, happiness to enlightenment, all that special. You feel responsible, you see that. So, then you see, what, I mean, you don't understand, you see, that's a develop wisdom. We need to develop wisdom. We need clairvoyance, especially. Clairvoyance is not only meditative. No, clairvoyance, you need political people. We need clairvoyance. If the political people don't need clairvoyance, they make so much mistakes in the running the world. You see, clairvoyance is not only meditative. No, clairvoyance, you need political people. We need clairvoyance. If the political people don't need clairvoyance, they make so much mistakes in the running the world. You see, clairvoyance is not only meditative. No, clairvoyance, you need political people. We need clairvoyance. If the political people don't need clairvoyance, they make so much mistakes in the running the world. running the country, running the world, running the family, running the society, running the organization, running your country, the world. So much problem, mistakes. You make so much mistakes. In the future, you try to what you planned, and then you think they were, but actually the karma is different. Then you see, then becomes so much problem. You see what you plan, what you working, it didn't fit. It didn't turn out that way. A lot of that. So doctors need clairvoyance to know that what there are many diseases nowadays as a time get degenerated, and the many disease do not follow. Even the Tibetan text. Yeah, I mean, there's normal explanation. Nowadays, time gets degenerated, so it doesn't follow through that. Everything doesn't follow through that. So so the checking the diagnosis and so those things doesn't follow through that book or through that original text, what people learn. So so diagnosis there becomes different. So then you see, then there's a danger you might get wrong medicine, especially nowadays the time, degeneration of time. So degeneration of time due to degeneration of mind, delusion. So you see, so because of that, then these 5 degenerations happened. So things like that changes. So there's Pema Sambhava mentioned. Pema Sambhava. Yeah, Pema Sambhava. Yeah, I think Pema Sambhava. There's a retreat, a medicine for the retreat to do. I told one doctor who studied Tibetan medicine, he lives in New Zealand. I don't know his name, but Dr. H. Disciple. Is it on this? Huh? Very close, yes. I told him, on this retreat, so if you do this retreat, then what happens is the 3 ways you receive answer. The best one, after you did this retreat, the best one, as you check diagnosis, even you didn't go to school, but you see, if you only check diagnosis, you have clairvoyance. I mean, you get clairvoyance. You know exactly what the disease, what the person has, and what medicine to be given. You exactly can see without any mistake. That clairvoyance. That's the best one. The second one, second one is this. Daginis, they tell you while you are checking, you can't see by yourself, but Daginis tell you from behind in your ear what disease that person has, what medicine, correct medicine to be given. And third is you dream tonight. You dream tonight, tomorrow, what kind of patient, or what kind of disease the patient, what medicine should be given. You get a dream. So you learn from the dream. So that third way. So depending, you are, I don't know, Kasure. I guess, you know, how much you want to cure, I think maybe it is. Yeah, so then the 3 kind of ways, yeah, you can help. That's the advice. So anyway, yeah, clairvoyance you need. doctors, many, see, yeah, for example, even the patient is not dead, completely not dead, but then you recognize the person is dead, or kind of like that, and many mistakes, so many mistakes. So therefore now, many people, in India, through hospital, was follow Western way, so clinical death, you know, what they defined. So there are many people I heard they put in the box, you know, the body put in the box. Then the cemetery, then they hear noise, the person crushing the box, in the box, body in the box, so person not dead. So the crushing the plank, you know, the wood. Or many times Kalimpong, I heard like that. Also in the West, you know, also in the West, you see that even recent times and yeah, things like that happened. Yeah, person not dead, you know, but for the time being, you could not breathe, no moving nerves, or you know, because of this, then divine death, then yeah, then it happened many times I think for a long time. So I think hardly opens the wood after no matter how much the person made noise and scratch the wood, you know, time. So the karma, the sentiment, so anyway, so need clairvoyance, especially political people, running the world, the country, your country, you know, even it's when the society organization, what are they? With family, you know, I mean, so that need, everyone needs clairvoyance. You see, so that then able to read others' mind and so on. But then if you have as much as a clairvoyance, that much more clairvoyance you have, then less mistakes in the work. So political work, whatever. So, so the Bodhicitta is, so you can see the unbelievable, great good heart Bodhicitta, ultimate good heart Bodhicitta. Need so much, almost need in the life. Almost need in the life. Much more important than money. So, billionaire, zillionaire, trillionaire, lots of money, dollars, but man is most suffering, dissatisfaction. All that, see. Then people outside don't like you, population don't like you. Like this war in Syria, many countries. People in your country don't like you. What like that? You see, then you are because no bodhicitta, no good heart practice. So then self-motivation, so selfish, and attachment. Your power, your power, your reputation. Oh, then don't think of the people, don't think of the population. Oh, see, then don't get happiness. Too much problem for them. You never think, the only thing your own happiness. Then, not then. So the good heart, the so even you have nothing, even you have nothing, material, you have nothing, no money, nothing, but you have a good heart, well, makes everybody happy. So you can get help, when they want you need, you can get help from other people, they want to help you. Even you don't need help, they want to help you. Oh, so that, and it will pray for you. So, yeah. The center, as I mentioned before, if you are, especially if you are leading people, then you need to feel this responsibility. How sentiments are so kind, so precious, that. And then you are responsible or send all the sentiments happiness. Okay? Then even speech respect. Body, speech, and mind, respect to others. Then that is subduing one's mind. One's body, speech, mind, subduing one's mind. So all of them gives unbelievable happiness in everyday life to people. Oh, you have to know that. Then there's a good center. Then you see the leader does that, then everybody learn from that. From the leader you learn, you see, from the director, how does the director do? The leader say, they able to learn from that. So then there's a great benefit, able to become like that. So it's great benefit. So then you see, people, outside people come to the center, then everybody respect the center. And the people want to come to the center, they enjoy the center like home. They feel like home. They treat like family. They treat it like at the center. They treat outside people, anybody. They treat it like a family. The same family, home. They feel like home. Being at home. So, like that, enjoy so much. So they say, then they want to come to listen Dharma. So all that. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. chidar gyase la, jingen tapo jungjiba, cheta teta gedrosu, doa changzhu sanle nyam. So, chidar gyase la, the bodhisattvas, you see, as much as more violent vicious, the violent conditions, bad conditions, violent, and there's strong, so strong, bad condition. As much as worse, strong, bad condition rises to the bodhisattva, then that becomes support for the virtue. Dharma practice, support for the virtue. As worse, strong bad condition, then that dharma becomes a supporter for the virtue. To achieve enlightenment, for sentient being, and for the to achieve happiness for sentient being, every sentient being. So, draw changzhu senle nyam. So, kundalambar things. I think nyam. I think. From that happens from Bodhicitta. The person having Bodhicitta, so the Bodhisattva, you see. So how worse it is, the bad condition, then everything becomes dharma becomes a sport for the virtue. You see? So sport for enlightenment. So highest one, what is need to achieve the enlightenment for sentient. So instead of obstacle for that, it becomes sport for that, with this both bodhisattvas. Due to that, the Judge Lama, Kundalama, think that due to Bodhicitta. So here, when you are upset, remember Bodhicitta. When you are afraid, remember Bodhicitta. When the suffering rises, remember Bodhicitta. When the happiness rises, remember Bodhicitta. So, you see, so he's talking, you see, he is talking what to do those lives when you're so sad, when you're so frightened, so much fear, what I would do. When the cancer or what any relationship problem or anything, any suffering rises, sickness or relationship problem or anything, when the suffering rises, remember Bodhicitta. when the happiness rises, remember Bodhicitta. So, so this way, your life is not wasted. Oh, so much suffering, so much fear, so much upset, then you don't remember. You don't remember Bodhicitta, your life is your life is wasted. Your life is become empty, not meaningful, not beneficial for sentient being, not beneficial even for yourself, or the self-chasing thought. Not beneficial even for yourself. So your life is so much wasted. But the pressure of the human life, that's one time that we have. Unbelievable precious, and then totally wasted. So, no, then it says, oh, then also, even your life, the happiness, but again, you see, during those times, and then, if you don't, especially don't realization, then happiness is essential pleasure. I mean, then you don't remember Bodhicitta. Again, so happy, your mind is so excited, so happy. Then again, you don't remember Bodhicitta, practice Bodhicitta, you don't remember. Oh, then again, life is wasted. So much wasted and non-virtue. You see? Day and night life become non-virtue. Only creating cause of law realm, cause of the sufferings of this life, that you see, sufferings at that time when you die. So, so in this way, when you remember Bodhicitta, then you see, even you are upset, and then your upsetness helped for sentient beings, useful for sentient beings. For you and all sentient beings become useful. And so brings happiness. When you're frightened, remember Bodhicitta, so that helps you, and that helps to all. Your fear, frightened, helps all sentient beings, because by Bodhicitta. When you experience suffering, if you remember Bodhicitta, then it helps you. It helps all the sentient beings. See, the suffering become sport for your happiness, in the happiness, sport for the happiness of all sentient beings. And even you get happiness, but your life not wasted and become non-virtue, none of that. You remember Bodhicitta, then the life become, your happiness is dedicated for all sentient beings. Not only for you, so meaningful the happiness, none of that become meaningful to all the sentient beings, all like that. just actually, in Nepal earthquake time, when the earthquake how much? Six. The first one. It was 6, no? Okay. So I was at a couple of months upstairs in the sitting room, because the big room, there's a turnaround tire, large ones, turnaround tire, this much. Then other structures, generosity and tangas. So I was there, then earthquake and so because not because Bodhicitta, but because I'm a little bit familiar with the words, thought transformation words, I know the words a little bit. I know the words. You see, because I know intellectually, I know the words. So, because I don't know, it could be a concept of permanence, but there's no fear down in the heart. So it could be a concept of permanence. Because it's a concept of permanence, even you're going to die by car accidents, 1 minute after, still you have this computers. I mean, so kind of, maybe like that, I'm not sure. So I was doing like this, but because I'm familiar with the words, so I said, man. I'm repeating from Lama Chaba, Tena Judan Lama, all the Atau, the Doma, Kancharu, Tegundala Mijin. Dage Tege, Doma, Kancharu, Tegundala Mijin, Dage Tege, Sawa, Tegishala Minji, whatever suffering the Nagajonas was, whatever suffering sentiments may be happened to me. Whatever happiness I have, virtue, I have maybe happened towards all the sentiments. So I was repeating that. The statues all fell down. On the table, round table, this big Buddha, very nice art statue. I buy at the shop. So there are a few other statues, then they all fall down the table. Then Sangmo came. Then Sangmo came. He hold the table. Take a high go, secret high go, mantra. With the serious face. Then I went out. There was a few other monks. And the one monk, I don't know, he learned something. Everybody had to sit down, not stand. He said. Then everybody sat down. Then Jimba, and he took me, dragged me, he took me from upstairs, downstairs steps, and then took me outside. So I stayed, how many days? 1 week? 10, 12 days I stayed outside. There was a small earthquake every day, a few times. So the next day I was outside, and then I think maybe 6 or 4. Yeah, another earthquake happened the second day. Trees drawn like this on the hill. Then there are small earthquakes happened for a long time. Yeah, so there were because people I know, so intellectually, and so. Even I can remember it, because it usually goes like that fear, you wouldn't remember at all. Even I can remember the words, that's some familiarity with the words. So that's actually it's become political. It's become political kind of lojong, political, because not from the heart, it's the words repeating. So political lojong, political. So like that. So anyway, you can see Even there's no realization Buddhism, but see, at least if you can, even you can repeat the words, so good, so good. It helps for you and for others. So that. So of course, reality should be from the heart. You should, but I'm just repeating the words. So like that. So the Bodhicitta has to be. We have to live with the Bodhicitta. You see, for example, reciting one mala or mantra, or making food offering or something, or reciting one mala or mantra or whatever. So the most important thing is motivation, Bodhicitta. Then it transformed. Then it becomes cause of enlightenment, cause to achieve Buddhahood for the sentient beings, for numberless sentient beings, for everyone, for everyone. You see, if you're able to generate Bodhicitta, what you are going to recite, each mantra, on mala, on mala pemu, or what you're going to lama tunga, guru yoga, whatever. See, everything become cause of enlightenment, and to be able to enlighten every single sentient being. To be able to enlighten every single benefit to every single sentient being, and enlighten every single sentient being. Buddhahood. Beyond that. It's one mala, so each mantra become most beneficial for every sentient being. Every single mantra you recite 108 in one mala, or because what a benefit brings happiness, enlightenment, sentiment to achieve enlightenment. Not only temporary happiness, and the ultimate happiness, and the temporary happiness, not that, the enlightenment. You see, sentient beings to enjoy their peerless happiness and enlightenment. So, because of that, every single mantra you recite. So, I thought the motivation is most important. Of course, everything is perfect. Preparation, the motivation, best Bodhicitta, the actual body, all the meditation. Then completion, dedication. Because completion, dedication. Though you see enlightenment, to dedicate merits, to achieve enlightenment, oneself to achieve enlightenment for sentient being. And then from those from those three, then I think is most important, the motivation, bodhicitta. That's the most. Then, sorry, otherwise, otherwise, offering to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, to Buddha, goes then everything. Even the motivation is the attachment to this life, not Dharma. But you see, offering to Buddha, that becomes a cause, not only Dharma, but a cause of enlightenment. Cause of enlightenment, they become even the motivation by the power of the Buddha. Here, normal action becomes non-virtue, the motivation non-virtue, and the result suffering. But here with the Buddha, the statues, scriptures, who don't see Buddha, like myself, as ordinary beings. So we see the statues, scriptures at the moment, and so with their power, no question actually seeing Buddha, but due to their power, or then the action, even the motivation is a total non-virtue attachment to this life. But our action, we make offering, prostration, circumambulation to the statue Buddha, scripture Buddha, stupa Buddha, then everything becomes enlightenment. There's a power of the miracle, the statue, stupa, scripture Buddha. So I think the motivation as well, so the meditation, or Deva Lama Tsongkhapa Guru Yoga, or the reciting Mani Padme Hum or one mala, or whatever. Motivation is the most important thing, to make sure they not just run to do your commitment, not just that, but put effort in motivation, bodhicitta. So important. So that helps to every mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, how much you recite, every single mantra, it helps for sentient being, every sentient being to achieve happiness. So that's how I want to say that. So, by the way, many old students, because I met them many times, so many old students might know, but some may not know. So anyway, I didn't get mentioned before, so motivation is like that. So the benefit to numberless sentiments, each mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, it brings happiness to every sentient being. Then enlightenment. Not only that, become unceasing, the unfinishing and unceasing. The benefit of that with the Bodhicitta reciting Om Mani Padme Hum, so the benefits is the unceasing. Benefit is unceasing. And not only that, when you dedicate the merit, so that I've been doing it for a long time. So, so without dedicating for enlightenment, to achieve enlightenment for sentient being, then it's even it becomes dharma, virtue, but it's like water tree, chushing, the banana, daughter Eden said this one time, and then when his mother said, not from that tree, but another tree, another banana, that tree dies completely. But then another tree grows nearby, the other tree grows, then that brings the banana. So the real is true, only one time. Only they bring banana only one time. So commonly, I don't know what the different learned ones, they have different, what they mean, water tree, but otherwise, commonly what seems water, the banana tree. So that night it became different version, but it's become same. It's become one. So it's like that. Even it became dharma, virtue, but it's just one time you get the result and finish by that. So, but you see, even dedication, if you dedicate the merit, what you collected to achieve enlightenment post-thinking, if you dedicate the merit to achieve enlightenment, yourself to achieve enlightenment for the sentiments, to free from the oceans of samsara suffering, and to bring to peerless happiness, Buddhahood, total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization. So then your merit become unceasing, never finish, unceasing, unceasing, sabamba. So it's like Lord Jatu dollars, Lord Jatu asked Buddha, so Buddha explained. So you put one drop in the ocean. So until the ocean dries, drop never finish. By putting the one drop of water from outside, put it in the ocean, then it can mix with the ocean, so it will enter the ocean. See? So until the whole ocean gets dry, the little drop never dry. So you can as long as you enjoy the ocean, when you use water from the ocean, you use the drop, that one small drop is mixed with the ocean, so you always enjoy that. So Buddha dedicated your marriage, also dedication time, also dedicated to achieving enlightenment, post-thinking, or become unceasing, never finish. Unceasing. So until the ocean dry, the drop never dries. It's the one that's become ocean. So like that, become unceasing. So therefore, dedicating, when you dedicate merit to achieve enlightenment, yourself to achieve enlightenment, to free the numberless sentiments from the oceans of samsara suffering, and to bring to Buddhahood, total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization. All that, it's very most important. You must realize that. You must understand that. And then you see, otherwise what happens? If you don't dedicate merit to achieving enlightenment, then what happens is that even your actions become dharma, become merit, but you see, then sooner or later anger rises, and the heresy rises. There are also other things, ill will, other things. So it destroys the merit. So like that, you see. Anger is so easy, our minds have been habituated into that, not with patience, but with anger, from beginningless rebirth. So that was so unbelievably easy to get angry. And then also heresy and those things are so very easy to rise. So impatience is more difficult. So like that. Of course, then, whose mind is more trained with patience, then easier patience, they're angry. So after some time, by practicing patience, after some time, the anger rises, but anger rises very short time. 1 minute or a few seconds, or even 1 second, rises and stops. So when your mind is more trained in patience, all like that, then rises anger less and less. So like that. So if you dedicated merit to achieve enlightenment for sentient being, then afterwards, if you get heresy anger, it still harms, but cannot destroy completely your merits. Cannot complete. It becomes weaker. What you have to understand is become weaker. For example, Japavanga gave an example in when he was anyway, in his collection of teachings, he explained there's when the trucks came, took the stones away, but you see, still there's the mountain left. Many trucks have taken away the rocks from there, but still the basic mountain is left. Also like that. So even after you dedicate your merit to achieve enlightenment, the heresy and the anger, those things rises, it destroys it doesn't destroy completely, but it makes it weaker than your merit. Like this example. So therefore, then the reason why when I dedicate merit is sealing with the emptiness, meditation of ultimate nature, emptiness only, talking about me. I say, looking at the empty, or the subtle dependent rising, is coming to the same point, empty. So coming to the same point. So subtle dependent rising, or looking at the empty. Empty of existing from its own side. That one. Because which we believe day and night, and from birth, not only from this morning, not only from birth, from the beginningless rebirth, we even believe in this, everything, including I, including the I, also everything in hallucination. Like dream, like mirage. So there are many examples. So karasure. So if you dedicate merit to not become weaker, if the anger, heresy rises later, do not become weaker, their merit. So you need dedicate merit for enlightenment, then you seal with the emptiness. You dedicate while you're looking at the empty, or while you're looking at the subtle dependent arising. So like that. That's how I dedicate. So, yeah, and normally, like that. So, however, if the correct words are used, even you don't know what it means, but exactly, but you got the correct teaching, correct words, and you dedicate the correct words, and then it leaves positive imprint on the mind. So slowly you can understand from that. So the reason why I do the dedication by sealing the emptiness, that's a big reason. That's so that heresy, anger rises later, it doesn't make weaker your marriage. And the reason why it can do that is because what eliminates the root of samsara is ignorance, holding the I as truly, while the not never exists from its own side, from beginningless to birth. So that is eliminated completely by only the ultimate wisdom realizing that the I is empty of existing from its own side. So because of that, because it cut that root of all the suffering that which we have been experienced from beginningless birth, it's only eliminated by, it's eliminated by only ultimate wisdom realizing emptiness. That was the reason. Chapter the same was explained. Also like that. Okay, so I will say a few words. So anyway, the purpose of my life is living, and particularly listening, teaching, is that not happiness for myself. For the happiness of number listening, not temporary happiness, and not even ultimate happiness, nirvana, southern reach nirvana, not even that reach great nirvana, because Buddhahood. The total cessation, obscuration, completion, realization, everyone to each of that. Then, for that you need to achieve state of omniscience, and that you need to achieve the stage of path. Graduate path to enlightenment, you need to actualize. For that one, then listening, teaching. The Kansa, I thought Kansa, there's not much to things wrong with Kansa. I thought we should make our own translation. Even other people didn't do. Kansa, the Kansa, filling up, but you have filling up, or do you use up all the words, or just filling? Kang, sag, falling. So filling, falling. Kang sag. Failed, fold. Filling up, falling down. Filling up, falling down. Maybe not necessarily said all day long, but past word, I don't think it's correct, past word, but present word. So if you fill up with delusion, then falling down in samsara, the lower nirvana. From samsara, now you're samsara, then again to follow the samsara, you see, and the lower nirvana. So that happens. So falling, falling, I think short way, kansa. So that's why we make this in the FPMT, kansa. The kansa then gives a much better understanding. Kansa, so from Tibetan you actually translate like that, kansa. They expand the what is kang, what is sak, but when you translate over so that feeling, falling. There's something that I think it's good. Like that. I think if you don't translate, I think there's, you can say sentient being or you can say living being, but I think not quite to make, you can describe, but at the beginning, but I think better to say exactly what translate Tibetan. Feeling falling. The what we normally say. Pumunga kanrul ten tagbichu nga kansakchi. Characteristic of the Kansa, is then you capable being. Which is merely imputed. That which is merely imputed by depending on or relating to the five aggregates. Five aggregates, not all the five, but the Pumanga Kangrung from the five. So either all the five, or sometimes no, not all the five. No body, no form, just the mind, body, mind, the mind. So like the formless realm, things like that. You say so. Still the I or a capable being or Kansa is merely labeled on that, merely labeled relating to the aggregates. So there's only mind, not the water. And Kansa and Kansa Katini, character of the Kansa. Then Kansa and I is same meaning. Kansa and I, same meaning. So it's like that. So this is what I think. Yeah. Semjen Pendo, Semjen Pemba, was at the becomes room for you. Semjen Pemba, Chungyang, Teni, Cheba, Junshu Day. Kangi, Yini, Go Cheba, Cheba in the soul. So pass through that. Then down to commentary. Now the pass I translate that one. Even you do small benefit. that means benefit. That becomes offering to the. That becomes offering. Teni chaba jungju de. That becomes offering. Kange yini go cheba imbeso. Whose mind is satisfied, that is offering. Whose mind is not, whose mind is sentient mind. You have to think, sentient mind. You are satisfied, sentient. Whose mind is satisfied, that is offering. Chaba imbeso. So, that's another commentary. Simjala pento, pensamjala pento, wa chunga chena yang, kansa tene, chundan dala, chaba chepe pen chunga gyude, chawa kangi, sanje yide, chawa kangi, sanje yide. Sorry, here the third, I thought the third sentence, but when I read the commentary, sorry, it says Buddha's holy mind. 정확한 게 상대 이대 투는 거와 제바 되니 저와 임beso. Of course, satisfy the mind, satisfying mind doesn't mean that become offering to Buddha. So but here, satisfy mind is related to Buddha. So satisfying Buddha is the offering Buddha. So it means helping the sentient being, you see. First start with that, even small help. So that becomes, that satisfies Buddha's mind. So it becomes offering Buddha. Yeah. 정확한 게 심지어 편도와 충분히 전행 강사 대연이 준단되라 저와 제배 pen중화 교대 정확한 게 상대지 이대 투는 거와 제바 되니 저와 임beso. So the commentary, even you do a small benefit to sentient being, sentient, that cancer, so that feeling and falling, that cancer, and then receive the benefit, having met offering to destroy, qualify to come beyond one, the Buddha. 정확한 게 상대기 이대 투는 구와 제바 되니 저와에서 whatever activity satisfied the holy mind of Buddha, that is the offering. 심지어는 나도 루루 너베 다니 째는 샤라 넘버 차와 룸 레버트는 처버 주장 되니 최민줄 So here we're very important. You should know that. Nature of harming. Nature of harming, or harming others. Lakbar Jani, Chabur Jujan. Lakbar Jani, Chabur Jujan. Maybe I put this way, organize well, make offering. Organize well, make offering. Even organize well, make offering. And that doesn't make an offering. So what is saying in the commentary? Sinjalan tangi chanam, shenla nabar chawang room. Tada chana, medo dugwa la sabi, chuzo sangbo, labarjin, chaba chujang, chaba tene, sange chunan diki tuidibi, chaba minjude. Sinjan nebe chawe, sange ju tuideba minjubi chide, bena, nindudu, pula, naba chebe, tela chambe mai yugo aminyuwa chino. So, so the commentary is being in the nature of harm to the sentient beings, or harm to a sentient being. But Chadar Chana, so by having done that, then you organize well. You organize well or put well, organize well. Flowers, incense, so forth, many good offerings. So organize, I don't know whether you have another word, organize well. So flowers, incense, so forth, the good offerings. Then you offer. But you see, that offering, because you are harming the sentiment, so that offering, on the other hand, you are doing that offering, at the same time you are giving harm to the sentiment, you are naturally harming the sentiment. So because of that, you are offering, or organize well all this, and you are offering to Buddha, you see, that doesn't become offering, pleasing. That doesn't become offering, pleasing Buddha's holy mind. That doesn't become offering, pleasing Buddha's, because you are harming the sentiments. You are nature that. So, you are, even on the other hand, you are doing organized so well, and so many different offerings, that offer doesn't become offering, that pleasing Buddha's holy mind. So you understand? Oh, you have to understand. I think we have to understand the word, that teaching, what Buddha said. So, because you are harming the sentient being, so this making offerings doesn't please the Buddha's holy mind. For example, you harm to the sun, heartfelt, how to say?
Very dear to the heart.
The son, who is very dear, who's most dear to your heart. Most dear to your heart. If you harm that, if you harm to that, then the mother, the loving mother, or mother who loved that son, loving mother won't satisfy the mind. If you harm this, if you harm who's what? Dear to the heart. Who's most dear to the heart? Then the loving mother who loves her son, loving mother won't satisfy the mind. Means will not only satisfy the mind, but very upset. So upset. All of that. So the Buddha. So for Buddha, every sentiment, every helping, every hunger, every animal, so for example, religion, your enemy who complains, person who complains you, a person who provokes you, person who abuses you, and whom we recognize enemy, whom we hate. Oh. You see, you think you are abused when you're a child by father. Or even you don't remember. But you think maybe abused by father when you're a small child. Oh, but you don't remember clearly. That become like disease in your heart. Disease is like become a big problem in your heart. It's like mountains of problem. Of this father become my enemy. Father, look at the father as an enemy. There's such a huge problem in the life due to, Western society, or this is what society believes. It depends where you're born. Depends where you're born, what is your society believes. So then you follow to that. So, the father abuse was, but you don't remember even clear. Or that abuse not. Then you harm. You get angry. You harm. Even though you've been Buddhist for a long time, so many years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, learn some of the text, learn so many texts, Buddha's teachings, Pandit Yoga's teachings, teach Dharma. But you see, in your case, even you don't remember, actually you are abused by father, but you see, the memory, because of society, the way the society believes. Then you see, for you the father enemy, the enemy. So now angry, difficult to practice patience, and you get angry. Even though you receive so many teaching from His Holiness. Generously. All the many great lamas. So many texts start. You see, in your case, you are unable to practice patience. You don't remember patience with the father. So now you are angry. All that you see, even like that, to not practice patience, not practice loving kindness. So harming to. So this is like this. Your enemy is like the sun, hot,
dear to the heart.
Dear to the most dear to the heart, most dear to the sun, most dear to the heart. Every sentient being is most dear to the heart. You see, to Buddha, every sentient being is most dear to the even for the mother, it's only heart, son. But you see, for Buddha, every sentient being, including your enemy, most dear to the heart, the Buddha. So then, you see, you're angry. You don't practice patience. So even though normally you're teaching Dharma, 7 years. So then, you see, you don't practice loving kindness, so doesn't satisfy the Buddha's, doesn't satisfy the Buddha's holy mind. And it harms Buddha's holy mind. Not only dissatisfied, but harms Buddha's holy mind. You act, you're angry. You see, I don't know what else it would, in the angry, don't practice patience, no loving kindness. Oh, that harms Buddha's holy mind. It causes dissatisfaction and harm the holy mind. Oh, like that. Yeah, start here. Okay. I read the next one. Chuma Tadang, Pudang, Jordan, Gesichibutang. Shanam Tang, Tadang, Children, Midam, Lunam, Jang, Kanla Zevish, Ondu Chene. Ngai Shen La Yongsu, Ngai Shen La Yongdang Wa Tena Tela Nova Chena, Nala Nova Chevachu. Chunga Tatang Pudang, Jordan Gesichibutang. Wives, sons, wealth, king's reign, the great king's reign, flesh, blood, fat, slew. How does it slew? Fat. Fat. Not fat. Flesh and blood and fat, no. Fat. the eyes, bodies. It says, even after the title, even the wife, even the wives in plural, even the wives, sons, wealth, great king's reign, flesh, plural, shanam tane, plural, fleshes, and blood, and fat, eyes, bodies. Kanla tsebiyo on the chenes. Because under the control of compassion to the being, compassion to the being. Being doesn't come out, commentary comes out with the kanglas. To whom? Because being under the control of compassion, to whom? Kangla. Ngay yong tang wa. I completely gave. I completely gave, or dedicated, or I completely gave. Yantawa means charity. I completely gave. Tena, tela nova tena, nala nova subdues. Therefore, if you are harm to that one, you is not that. I just added. Tena, tela nova tena. Therefore, harm to that. Therefore, harm to that. Then, therefore, harm to that. If harm to that, then it become harm to me. I'll never it become harm to me. So the commentary extremely beautiful wives and most dear to the heart, the son, and beautiful wealth and great king's reign, and your own flesh, and blood, fat, eyes, bodies. So I have got to translate the even. So I have to begin with even. Even extremely beautiful wives and most dear to the heart, son, beautiful wealth, great king's reign, and one's own flesh and blood, fat, and eyes and bodies. Because being under the control of compassion to a sentient being, compassion to whom the sentient being, And I, the Chumtende, destroyer qualified going beyond one, totally dedicated, totally gave, or you can say dedicated, or totally gave to others. Therefore, well, you can put you there is not mentioned there. But therefore, the mentioned is sentence. Therefore, if you harm to that sentient being, therefore, if you harm to that sentient being, then that becomes harm to me. The Buddha, the destroyer qualified going beyond one. It becomes harm to me. So you see, you have to understand. If you get angry, that means they're angry to Buddhas. Harm to the Buddhas. You see, if you're angry to the sentient being, your deity, the harm, your guru. So you see, because looking at it, one. So looking at one, Buddha. So the also like that. So you see, if you cheat oneself, if you harm one sentient being, if you cheat one sentient being, you see, with the self-chasing, or with the anger, with the attachment, all like that. So for your own happiness, then that's the same. It's harming the Buddha. You have to understand that that's harming to Buddha. That become harm to Buddha. As it become harm to the Buddha, it become harm to the Buddha. So there are not one Buddha, numberless Bodhisattva, harm to the Buddha, Bodhisattvas. So anybody who care, anybody who concerned, who care the sentient beings, you are harming them. So like that, any ten non-virtuous actions you do to harm others, more than the harm to the numberless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Anybody who care the sentient beings. Okay? All like this. So I read the Tibetan. 신세비 중화타생 인도되고 보다 이동을 저러다 야세침보다 랑게 샤는 찾아치는 민들은이자 심적한가 제외 상황도 지내 송내 준는 인상을 당와 다나더라 서타나 선전더라 나바잖아 전데 말아 나바쳐 좋아 이노 number 그래 then number 60 tena samjen pemba chena ngala tena samjen pemba chena ngala choba chebi cho samjen noba cheba ngala nobi cho 대단 동아 나다 samjen 중간 영화 나 samjen 남라 chewa chede 아유 로마 치다인 order stop down so what is saying is therefore, So therefore, well, easy way to put you, but I don't know, here, I don't know, the root words you, well, sometimes pemberton, therefore, benefit sentient being. Is best offering to me. You have to understand this. The best is best offering to me. Giving harm to the sentient being, gave harm, no cheba chasache. Gave harm to the sentient being is the great harm. Is great harm to me. Harm to the sentient being. And the harm was done to the sentient being, then great harm to me. That's how to understand it. Happiness and suffering. I and the sentient being is experience similar. Because that harming to the sentient beings, how that can be my disciple? So that the root words. The commentaries, sorry. Junten Kansa Kang, Simjala Pemba Chena. Jumden Ala Choba Chebe Choda, Kansa Kang, Simjala Nova Cheba Teni, Jumden Ala Chindu Neve Cho. Te Tatu Ino. The water Dunga Jumden Ngata Simjan Sungwa Nyoa Te. Then Dodan Sungwa Nyoa Te. Then Dodan Taldu Sungwa Deve Na. Simjanala, Nujin Tawa Cheba Teni. Jumdende Ngai Loma Chidain de Maino. Ani Sangita Simjan de Sungwa Nyongashibi Tony. Simjana Yirangi Dewadan Dancing, Dunga the Dawada, Tar Sanjaji Simjana Dewa Dancing. Dunga the Dawada was Sungwa in there. Lots of a tree sheriff Jule. Ngada Sanjay Tan, the desert do not on their beds. So making commentary. Yeah. So what is saying, the reason because that any Kangsa, fill up, or feeling, falling, anyone. So if you benefit to the sentient being, then it is an offering destroy qualified going beyond me, the Buddha, you see, is a supreme offering to me. Supreme offering to me. Kansa kang semje noja any feeling up of falling, kansa kang semje nova chabadini gave harm to the sentient beings. So anybody, you see, kansa kang, anybody gave harm to the sentient being, then there is a great harm, extremely great harm to me, the destroyer qualified gone beyond all. No, the tattoo, you know, so that's the ultimate harm to the Buddha. Harm to the sentient beings, ultimate harm to the Buddha. You have to know that. You have to keep in the mind. So we see, remember just one example, I think I told it quite a few times. In Bodh Gaya, there are many beggars around the street. So the Rinju, I think maybe Rinju Gyazo, even lately, I don't know when it was Bodh Gaya, I don't remember last year. So I make a kazure, you know, the rupees charity to the beggar, try to remember respectfully, with the two hands I offer to them like this, two hands. And sometimes they also take with the two hands, sometimes like that. Then think, you see, before that, it may not be possible every time, but think the kindness, you know, past, present, future happiness up to enlightenment, all come from this sentient being. So you think that kindness at the beginning, you see, think that. Not every time I can't say, but you know that's sort of tried. You know, past, present, future, all the happiness I can, enlightenment, whatever, came from this sentient being. I mean, general Bodhicitta is before that. General, you know, the purpose of my life is to free the numberless sentences from the ocean, yeah, to bring to peerless happiness, as Buddhahood, and thereby I must achieve state of omniscience, thereby I must charity. So that's the first thing to think. But I don't remember every time. I'm not saying that. So that's probably what I try, but not, that doesn't mean every time it's there, and maybe not the same, I think. So after that, you think all the 3 times happiness, including enlightenment, I receive from this beggar. So anyway, this most precious, most kind, most dear, wish feeling, you see. So time to think like that, and good. Then you offer, well, if it's possible, then by sealing with emptiness, I and action giving, and whom you give all empty, do not exist from the side as it appears to you. Helplessness, this helplessness. So looking at the emptiness, ultimate reality of So in this, not only done with bodhicitta, become cause enlargement to your charity, but with the emptiness also they becomes remedy to samsara. You see, your charity becomes remedy to samsara. So anyway, then you see, then it becomes most pleasing. It becomes the best offering up there. It becomes also the offering to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So you see, it becomes the offering to also Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So here, anyway, I say now I say best offering to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. The best offering to Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So you see, it become so it become not only charity, but also become offering this way. So Buddha Dhamma Sangha, numberless Buddha Dhamma Sangha. When you say Buddha Dhamma Sangha, not just one, numberless Buddha, numberless Dhamma, numberless Sangha. You see? All that become also become offering. All that. The just rough what I did long time ago, Buddha, even recent times. So I was just repeating Surah. Maybe words are better this time, but anyway, more or less like that. I tried. So like that. Like that. If when you make charity, when you are helping sentient beings, not necessarily giving money to the backup or anything in the charity, any help in the charity, then you see, you can think like that. It's what pleases most Buddha Bodhisattvas, or like that. Like that you can think. Become best offering to Dhamma Sangha or Buddha Bodhisattvas, like that. It's very good. It's very good. So not only necessarily only beggar, but just any help you do for sentient being. Then you think that's the best offering to what pleases the Buddha Bodhisattva. Okay? All like that. Then it has one. Happiness and suffering. I and the sentient being, I say, suffer similar. Therefore, harming to the sentient being, how can it be my disciple, the one who harms sentient? Okay, that's the root words. And then, happiness and suffering. Destroy qualified going beyond me. And sentient beings, us, experience similar. So, as sentient beings suffer, then with the Buddha experience, you can suffer or they displeased, you see. The sentient being experience happiness, the Buddha also the happy. So similar wishes to have, similar wishes to have, there is happiness. And similar wishes to be free means from suffering. Therefore, harming to the sentient being. How can that be my disciple? I would qualify to go beyond. No, destroy qualify to go beyond. How can that be my disciple? The destroyer qualify to go beyond? It's not. So now here clarifying the commentary, of course, Buddha doesn't suffer. I mean, even Arhat, who are free from samsara, I mean, generally they say not suffer, they don't suffer. They don't suffer from birth, suffering old age, suffering sickness, they're suffering death, suffering birth, they don't have. All the suffering with pain, suffering with change, all the samsara pleasures, natural suffering, suffering change. And those two sufferings can be previous, compound suffering, all three suffering they don't have. So then you see, what is the meaning of Buddha and the sentient beings similarly experience suffering and happiness? What is the meaning of that? The Lama, the Mongolian Lama, so Losang Polden, I think, was explaining. Sentient beings is oneself. Living the happiness and the wishes free from us. Wishes oneself to be in the happiness and free from suffering. Like that, Buddha's also exactly similar wishes that the sentient beings to be in happiness and free from suffering. So you see, Buddha and sentient being similar in the experience of happiness and suffering, the meaning of that. So you see, otherwise even Arhata, not only Buddha, even Arhata who are free from samsara, do not experience suffering. So as possible Buddha who achieved great nirvana, feels happiness, total cessation, obstacle, completion, realization, no way. So the meaning is that, like the sentient beings themselves, having wish to be in happiness, free from suffering, like that, also Buddha, exactly the same wish, the sentient beings, not himself Buddha. But you see the way of making the difference, you see. Sentient beings themselves, the Buddha wishes the sentient himself there is no suffering. Buddha wishes that a similar wish, the sentient beings to have happiness and free from suffering. The sentient being. Buddha has similar wish. Or that one. What you have to understand that. So you can, you see the mother who loves her most dear child to the mother, so the son or daughter or whatever put in prison or tortured, you see, then the son daughter wouldn't like that. They dislike that. So same thing, the mother is not in prison, but you see, mother wish her daughter or son to be free from prison and not be punished. So similar, you see, what the son daughter has, which similar mother has wish. You know, mother is not in prison, but the wish for her children, same, similar. You see, like example of that. And to free from prison and to free from punishment, all that, the child has a desire. So same thing, mother, even the mother is not in prison, but she has a wish, exactly same wish a child has. For example, like that. This is translated by lots of Jewish this meaning, think this way, how the Buddha and Sundarbans is equal in the experience happiness, that means definition of that. Okay, I'll stop here, okay. Oh, they did all the past, the best, the major marriage, the numberless and the numberless Buddhas. Oh, then you got to make the Bodhicitta that will source all the happiness, success for yourself, for every sentient being. Oh, may it be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings, which was a mother, kind, mother and kind, from beginningless, but not just one time, but numberless times from beginningless. But because they haven't met Dharma, they don't know Dharma, don't know about karma, so then with the ignorance and attachment, they take care so much in negative karma, and from beginningless, but then they've been suffering the result of karma. And 6 realms, until now, and then you didn't practice. If you yourself do not practice Dharma and didn't realize the emptiness, on Tongmani, Shunyata, all the Kasura in this life, then do not achieve direct perception of emptiness. Which sees the seed of delusion karma, then you get born in samsara without end, then suffer, and then born to the sentient beings, all the sentient beings again like past, and then also they suffer, they kasure. Oh, check you don't know the ignorance and attachment. Then create much in the grandmother, create so much suffering without end. Oh, like this. So, Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings, all of that. And then next, Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings in the world. And third, Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the people in America. And in the heart of the present term, and then Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the people coming to the FPMT centers in America, and North Carolina, and the Kadamba Center, and then all the staffs, all the students working in the center, Bodhicitta to be generated there. As well as the Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the students, in the heart of all the FPMT, all the students, and those who rely upon me, whom I promise to pray, whose names come down, and then Bodhicitta to be generated in the heart of all the innocent who see me, who hears me, remember me, touch me, talks about me, and then hear my name, who mention my name, who see the pictures, and then dreams and all in Bodhicitta generated in all the heart. And the Bodhicitta generated in all our heart here. Then even the family members and those who dead, long dead, living, Bodhicitta generated in all in all of us here, including our family members who died, living. As quick as possible. And then Bodhicitta developed in those heart, Bodhicitta generated, and we all achieving enlightenment as quick as possible. Oh, Chanjo, Rinpoche, Majeva, Naje, Java, Nyamba, Meba, Gone, Gondo, Beva, Yo. Oh, to realize them, Condera, Donta, Meba, Junde, Dende, Lua, Meba, Pesa, Gamea, Drosso, Java, Yellow, Conde, Dava, Ginger. Country Rave, Gurve, Shingan, Dependent, Deva, Malu, Juan, Jere, Siwan, Denze, Jazu, Jabez, Deva. I'm going to the chanting, to the next one. Do all the throat America called by the road America called them, listen to them, Buddhas may be guided by Ramatungava, being mind the virtue in all the lifetimes. Neighbors they separate away from pure path that might evolve the Buddha. Ayatara Gundo Jawa Tonga Veta Josinian Oso Zabet Java Nabelan Santinyan Kajetaya Antawa Maya. I measure me to excellent opportunity in this very lifetime, most important way. Mecha Namdala Tangme Jimdan De Lapje Jazze Chepe Nindoje De Donjage Renye Nanjuje Rosan Jawe Atendan Jawara Jo Pandelama Pandelama Jigo Chindawa Guadang Gute Zetan Sing Cheche Zanjua Sangbo Chindawa Danda Gona Daso Jawara Yo Pandela Me Namba Tawala Keche Samyang Loda Meje Chinda Labra Dongwa Mogu Jela Me Jela Samla Jubara Yo I did all the past, present, future, marriage, so marriage, listen them and Buddhas, maybe may I cherish every sentient being more than so that means you see not only friend, your friend. You don't know past life, but now somebody who can today or this year or this month or this week or something. So that one, not only that one, but stranger, but the enemy. Know that to cherish more than skies of Wishkran, not diamond or stuff, but Wishkran jewel. More than that to be able to cherish. Okay? More than. If you have that, then you can see you can have Bodhicitta. Otherwise, you complain, you provoke, then you get angry or complain for years and years and years, and then not possible to generate Bodhicitta. Not possible to generate compassion to all. No, there's not. It's there. So your compassion, compassion is only friends, limited. But even that could be attachment, not pure compassion. Zane samje tamje la yishe no wa le la be tanjo drebe sambaya tato jepara zimbara. Yeah, then I go to the next one. Did all the past, but listen to number Buddhas. Many sentient beings who are see me, hear me, touch me, who talks to the guys who hears money, who mention I didn't got only the dreams and the so picture. Or just by that may all their suffering be pacified, and they achieve all the happiness, including enlightenment, right now, and that way, and all of that. Tanye Tongama de Zaman Tanya Regama Tamda Java Tamje Jang Taya Mola Dua Uguzena Namba Gunda Tadan Denjo due to all the past beds and future marriage, numberless sentient beings. All this marriage which do not exist. It exists in my name, middle level of my mind, but do not exist from its own side. Totally empty from its own side. But I who do not exist from its own side, and totally empty from its own side. Achieve the Buddhahood which do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its own side. Achieve the Buddhahood, achieve the lead numberless sentient beings who are totally true, because do not exist from its own side. Totally have its own side. To that Buddhahood which do not exist from its own side. Do not exist from its own side. Totally empty from its own side. By myself alone, who do not exist from its own side, totally empty from its own side. Oi Jambalambave Chitar Jimba Dagundu Sangbo de Yadajin Adagunje Jeton Dalo Zangawa de Radam de Radungo Tudan Shebe Jawa Tanje Jungawa Gangla Tudungawai Tagagawa Tawa de Ginja Sangbo Juji Ye Jawo Tanga Namba Beva Dangaje Sama Shiva Dantunya Tojo Dada Jenja Dodon Don Java Tonya Latana Jawa Lazanda Tamba Yure Banjo Jamden, the Javada Jaman, Tabazo, Sanje, Namanazu, Javola Cha, Solo Tanju Samba Mokunda Sambalacha, Tadom is Java, Zom Duruzam, Tadom is Java, Duruzam, Tadom is Java, Zom Duruzam, Tadom is Java, Zom Duruzam, Tadom is Java, Duruzam, Tadom is Som Durudamika Tadam Bezidava Som Durudamika Dumden the Javanda Jambayan Double Torres Sanjamindila Bedruji Javala Cha Toro Jumden the Javada Jambayan Double Torres Sanjay Manda Dre Javala Cha Tola mentions that Javizilla Tatendua Mebed Dagala Santa Bedutik and the member nigga
Kusera Joy, joy, Yamodam, Lozaname, Drume, Sasongi, Droe, Monsanano, Negyu, Jing, Yedam, Guru, Rana, Mandalangam, Niryanayani. Through illuminating all, your appearance dispels the darkness. Your clear mind knows the 84,000 heaps of Dharma, the power of the remedy to the 84,000 delusions. Your proclaiming dependent arising itself is victorious in battle with the Maras. I worship the supremely kind great Vajradhara on my crown. Clarifying the scriptures and realizations, the teachings of the Muni, you spread and illuminate those teachings wherever they have not yet spread in the world. Having become an actual son of the conquerors, you bear hardships with patience. And your continuum is realization of the perfection of wisdom, subtle dependent arising. Precious jewel, Lord possessing love and compassion, who liberates upon seeing. Treasury of mastery of the all-arising interpretive and definitive scriptures, supremely great among the great, fully comprehending and clarifying the meaning of emptiness and compassion. You guide all beings in the path to liberation. Perfectly qualified spiritual friend, my Guru, please remain forever. She who protects and the fears of the 3 times Aryatara, please increase the lifespans and activities of the beings who preserve the holy Dharma, and always without separation develop their spontaneous actions. By the infallible deities of the 3 roots, may all be auspicious.